Brenna, you has a story to share about Orange County.
And we're looking at Shartan during this whole thing?
Nope. There we go.
Okay.
He's gonna get his 12 gauge.
The mouse wasn't very clicky. I like fell off the edge of my notebook and I was like, oh shit, shit. Lost traction.
Okay, well, I guess I'll share this wonderful story.
And this just in, Google Eats, Shartan says, Mr. Shartan, your order of one friend has shipped.
Exciting.
Shagoom.
There we go. All right. So a little background. So here in California, we were split into regions, and that region was what we're doing with those regions is monitoring whether or not the hospitals in that region, if the ICU beds are available, the availability. So what happened is that if the availability dropped below 15% for that region, then that region will go into a temporary lockdown situation. So things like anything indoors that isn't shopping is pretty much closed. So anytime that there's a restaurant open or hair salons, nail salons, anything that was indoors would be shut down. For retail, non-grocery, or non-grocery or non-pharmacy, you would go into a 20% occupancy for that. So that's what we are currently in, because basically about 2 days after the governor signed this directorate into law or into policy, Orange County went into, I think it was about 11 to 13% occupancy. Ooh. So the idea was to reduce the load on it. Now we are not only in 0% beds, but they've actually started opening our children's hospital, their ICU beds, for the purposes of adults, and as well as we are getting a field hospital in several parts of Orange County. So, and during this time, of course, is the wonderful protests that have been happening. So we have been having protests. If you know anything about Orange County, Huntington Beach is kind of the hub of all this. They have been very defiant about the governor's orders. And now we're going back to Newport Beach. And so we have Orange County Board of Supervisor Don Wagner, Newport Beach Mayor Pro Tem Kevin Muldoon, and Newport Beach Council Member Noah Blom attended a protest speakers at Bob Henry Park, which is not too far from my house. Bliss said that business owners also protested the latest regional stay-at-home order. The latest orders from the governor are too restrictive.
Hold on, Brenna. Is there any way you can make that a squee bit bigger? Do like a little control zoom on there for me. Control. Yes.
Oh, Brenna did a thing.
Thank you, guys. I appreciate that. Okay. I'm
on my phone, so I would need you to zoom in like 145 times more.
Brenna, just read it to the pauper.
Okay.
He doesn't have a laptop like the rest of us.
By the way, this is on the Daily Pilot, which is it's our local section of the LA Times, and it's not exactly like a liberal news media outlet, and it's not really conservative media. So this is what happened. So I'm not using this because it's liberal. I'm not going. It's so just to let everybody know.
For clarity's sake.
Just because it's the Daily Pilot. It's what I've grown up with, and both the LA Times and the OC Register use it as their local section. so they always stick one in there. Anyway, the latest orders from governor are too restrictive. Muldoon said at the interview Monday, small businesses are more than willing to follow guidelines to remain safely open, but the orders will unfortunately put many people out of business. Something about an educated approach. And it just talks about what our numbers are doing. And they're going, our percentage availability is reducing, as I said, to not only 0 but over 0% to where we're getting a field hospital not too far, I think at UC Irvine or somewhere around there. They're getting field hospital. This is a problem.
Yeah, like field hospitals are for war times.
And this is also let me
we had a similar thing over here. They called them the Nightingale hospitals, where we were turning like convention centres into hospitals.
Yeah.
But they weren't really using them, because you can turn a hospital into, or turn a convention centre into a hospital, but they haven't got the staff to look after them.
Right.
Yeah.
So I think the maximum they had was about 26 people in the XL Convention Centre, which is a massive thing in the East End of London. And you can build all these field hospitals all you like, but if you haven't got the staff and the trained professionals to use them, they're irrelevant. All they are is window dressing, because the main hospitals are where everyone is being sent.
I think it's just very telling that people are still protesting this. As the reports are coming out, the hospital is full of people suffering from COVID.
Not only that, but we're moving into the children's hospital.
Like the regular hospital is full. Well, I want to get my hair done. The hospital is full of people who are sick. They're moving them into the children. I need my nails done. Yeah. Do you hear yourself? You sound insane.
And this is the feedback loop that we're kind of seeing, especially here in Orange County, where this has been going on. These protests have basically been going on since May, I think. And it's this feedback loop where it's like, so they go out, people go out to these protests or to their restaurants or bars where they want to chill, and they spread this disease. The hospitals get full, and then we have to shut down due to that hospitalization. And then now they're protesting that we had to shut down. It's like, you dumb asses. And I'm tired of being nice to these people. These people are shit. If they continue to do this, the reason why we are locked down even more restricted is because of you assholes who wouldn't wear a mask and stay out of restaurants. You want to help this economy? Sit your ass down. Be like Bertan and lock yourself lock yourself away for a few, for a week. If we had done a complete lockdown a month more than we did, we would be in a completely different situation right now.
Yes, but then you would be infringing on my freedoms.
You don't have any freedoms. You're a foreigner.
Wow. Hello, Brenna Trump.
Just sipping my tea.
Yes, because no, but that's always the argument, isn't it? To these people, it's my freedoms. It's my freedoms. You can't touch my freedoms.
But that's the thing, though. Like, and I hate to keep beating this dead horse here, but it's very weird that everyone expects, if I have a business, my business is entitled to be successful. So they're saying, oh, you can't close me down. I'll lose my business. Your business is not protected. The people are protected. The consumers are protected, not your business. Your business isn't a person. That's not a thing. So if your business closes down and you have to make a new business, then that's how the cookies crumbling today. Go ahead, Brenna.
And this is what's really interesting about that argument, and I'm entirely on your side about this. Like, the business is not protected. If we're going with market flow, right? So there's this argument that, you know, if you just let the market deal with all these problems. Well, the market is currently dealing with these problems. If you refuse to do things correctly, if you do not get yourself onto, if you have a restaurant, if you're not on a delivery service or some sort of curbside pickup, if you're a retail business and you do not have anything online or any sort of catalog that people can order from, you are dooming yourself. And this is completely the situation where that is a problem. So the market is evening itself out right now, taking away those companies that are refusing to adapt and change, and invest in that kind of change, and then seeing them drop off, so that new businesses who are willing to adapt and change and willing to be a part of this modern world are coming in. So I have seen so many restaurants in Costa Mesa, where I live, adapt to this. And there's a huge reason, because our leadership here in Costa Mesa has been geared towards getting people ready for this and getting people successful in this situation, instead of most of the whole of Orange County, which was not prepared for this and had no leadership, to the point where their leadership, Supervisor Don Wagner, who just decided, and now for some reason, Councilwoman Michelle Steele, both of them refuse to do anything about this in the beginning.
Yeah.
Refuse to regulate masks.
So they refuse?
They absolutely refuse. And so, and this is what's happening. Now they're fighting for the things that they should have been protecting the people. They're fighting against us, and they're causing our numbers, our cases, to go sky high, to the point where we're encroaching on children. Our children's hospital, our children's hospital of Orange County, CHOC, is amazing. And we're now denying those beds to the children who need it because adults wouldn't wear a fucking mask. There, I said my piece.
If you guys have any comments, put them in the section below.